Hello Scorpio, it's April the 19th, 2020. I'm going to be doing a reading for our Scorpio population out there who are interested in predictions that will take you into approximately June the 12th. I've already shuffled the cards one time. They always want further direction. Alright, Scorpio, here we go. Perfect. A lot of action going on. Scorpio, your primary card today is the Scorpio card. That is 13, transition. It might be a birthday or anniversary of a loved one. You're planning a party. There are a lot of horizontal cards going on, a lot of action. That means a lot of people, their spirits are moving around so much, so swiftly, that there are a lot of horizontal cards going around. And this repeats the swiftness. This is the High Priestess reversed. This talks about a lot of action and swiftness going on in your life. I will clarify in a moment. What a mess. Messy cards. And that's okay. Alright, Scorpio. Your primary card, the Death card, 13 up, usually has to do with planning a birthday party or event or a wedding. It normally would have to do with caterers and stuff. Perhaps the reason that the cards are wanting to be so messy is because there would be a lot of extraordinary circumstances that would make this out of the ordinary for your planning. This could have to do with, Scorpio, your participation in all the arrangement that needs to be done. Signifying that card, the first person is the Queen of Wands. That talks about friendship, great ideas, a lot of communication. These are out of the ordinary ideas that you are inventing. So you're being an inventor at this time. All the way into approximately June 11, June 12. So crossing you in particular about this event is the Four of Swords. So this talks about the car, or the car in question. You might have to fortify the car, perhaps new tires for this car. This is talking about fortification and pretty much raising your own pike. These would be the spears necessary to hold up a tent. That's what a pike is. So this is talking about extraordinary defense making at the last moment. The King of Hearts reversed in the third position, defining you today. That's talking about correcting a mistake. So perhaps this is an event that slipped through the cracks, or might have been originally set for May or June, and you want to go ahead and do it now, or at least plan it now. Your issue The Nine of Swords reversed is about protecting your loved ones and shielding your loved ones. This would also have to do with a grandfather, grandmotherly spirit. The Three of Swords talks about things getting better with their circumstances, so perhaps this is one of the reasons to speed up an event so that perhaps a visiting grandparent, a grandmother or grandfather can be witness to this event. And crossing that situation would be the King of Swords. That would be the storytelling of this thing starting. This is the power of never-ending friendship in the form of guards, policing, surgeons. These would be the persons that would pretty much save your life, guide your life, and be there for you. You have a couple near you that is being a pain in the rear. This might be a boyfriend-girlfriend situation, either next door to you, or who want to borrow your car, or under your roof, who are testing your boundaries and testing your laws. So just realize that that couple has their own energy and their own entity. You're not going to be able to win any sort of challenge, but the way to revive or regain your own comfort might be to give this couple direction and know your own boundaries. Your boundaries are designated by the Seven of Swords reversed. This is talking about safety. Safety issues, defending issues, such as these King of Swords issues. These could be legal. These could be setting up your defenses so that you are not legally liable. And the Empress Reverse. The Empress Reverse talks about the vulnerability of how you perceived a person before. So you can't judge a person by how they were before. They are a different person. If they are part of a coupledom now, they are defining themselves with that loved one. So try not to be harsh with one individual because they are part of a coupledom. Explain to them that you have some safety concerns. And say that out loud. And explain it to them thoroughly. The High Priestess reversed. There might be a matter about your roof going on. Perhaps winter has been too harsh on your roof. Perhaps you have a hole in your roof. This talks about the panic and phone calls necessary and calling people that might have to inspect your roof. That is in addition to all your normal human arrangements as far as this event that you're trying to do. The Nine of Wands reversed, way out here in the position, is talking about the train tracks that will come up till May 29th. May 29th. Nine of Wands reverse is a difficulty in getting things launched. This also might indicate a difficulty in walking. Perhaps this grandfatherly figure, grandmotherly figure needs help. There might be a wheelchair issue. Might be the contractors that you have to call have to make sure that there are accommodations for a wheelchair. So this is difficulty in getting things, the first step. The first step can be literal. That's why I'm bringing up wheelchairs and walkers. This first step, progress, might mean that you might have had cooperation pulled out from under you. Perhaps you're trying to get this event underway. You're trying to correct a mistake and get things done. You are the idea haver, all right? So perhaps you had cooperation that's being blocked. Remember, you are having to defend things at the last minute with this Four of Swords, this rising pike. In other words, you have a spear laying on the ground and you have to defend yourself all of a sudden. So I'm going to guess that you are depending on the friendship or cooperation of one party, and that party is pulling out at the like now, and you're having a hard time getting these things started. Your top position is the World reversed. This talks about there are a lot of people that you're in charge of in your household that are complaining right now. This is not a terrible card. This talks about your serviceability. You are having to answer a lot of questions. You have a lot of irons in the fire. You're probably you're working on the appearance of something around your house. It might be to accommodate this event that you have planned. The first card to define the World reverse, the Aqueduct card, is Princess of Pentacles. This talks about cleverness clearly until May the 14th. This is the sort of cleverness and intellect that would be perfect for assembling a brand new resume or a business plan. This cleverness, you can't even dampen that kind of cleverness. So when it comes to this couple that is challenging your own boundaries and stuff, this is a draw on good conversation. You might even be in charge of not funding the entire emancipation of this couple, but you will be helping. But it will be willing. King of Pentacles talks about your house and your comfort. It also matches the pole of this contractor that may have been necessary to get things done in a complicated way. This is a very challenging time for you, Scorpio. You have a lot of things going on. Perhaps it is to take your mind off of the sadness coming on. The Queen of Pentacles reversed in your top position. This is a lot of fallout from all of this hurrying going on. This may be an illness that comes along approximately mid-June. The illness would be beginning in the gut area. So what this is most likely panic, trying to push your way, trying to push your ideas so strongly that you don't rest or you don't eat properly. So this here can land, so this can land in late June as either a gut issue, an illness from fallout from being so panicked, or it could just mean a lot of introversion and thinking back. So it can be lessened if you do take care of yourself. That card promising a churning in your gut can be lessened if you take care of yourself to simple introspection. This has to do probably with the individuals, the strong, youthful individuals contained in this bond and the panic of having to try to get this one vehicle taken care of, purchased, or retired, like retired, not retired, but new tires put on that vehicle. In your near future is the Ten of Wands reversed. That's a lot of pressure in your near future. Today is the 19th. So this is talking about from the 19th, 20th, 21st, up to the 25th. This is the pressure, especially of getting a student's something taken care of. Perhaps the bursar is not being sympathetic at a college. Perhaps the college is not being sympathetic to your circumstances, so there will be a lot of pressure. Perhaps a student is given a lot of homework to do at home, and then there's no professor or someone available to answer these questions. So this is pressure that's going to be normal, but it is also a challenge. So keep that in mind with your so-called immediate area provisions that you will need for this event. Down here in the depths department, the 10 of coins reversed has to do with this money that you are setting aside for this event that will take you into the middle of June. This is money that you've paced yourself and set back so that you are prepared for this thing happening. The 3 of coins up down here in this area. The 3 of coins has to do with distance, space. So instead of being able to have your hands on this money that you know is there, this distance card says that there's an impediment. There's something in the way that you can't grab it immediately. But have faith, because your opportunity to grab it again is going to come in the next week. Today is the 19th, so next weekend you should be able to lay your hands on this money. The reason it is in the bad news department is that this money might not be available to you right at this moment. Your partner. This talks about the 2 of Wands reversed, talks about no. So this is the partner that you thought you had. Perhaps they thought they had more funds, or they had funds before and now they've decided to hold on to those funds for safekeeping. This might be the reason you have an impediment to your event or your idea. You can't get it off the ground right now. And you won't be able to get it off the ground for a little while, as long as your partner is not willing to stick their neck out. You cannot blame that in your partner. That is natural human surviving instincts, and you might have to respect that. That has to do a lot with why the world reversed 21 down is something that will continue to go. A lot of complaining, a lot of discussion for a really long time that you will be challenged in. Welcome back, Scorpio. Took a battery break. Let me move my Gia bottle. This is my Gia bottle, and it has a little bit to do with the story of the fable of Scorpio and why Scorpio is in the constellation. So this bottle represents Gia to me. All right. So in your inbox, Scorpio, is something about what you thought was going to be a helpful cure-all, a panacea, a solution is not. This is news and precaution to tell you that what you thought was going to be a great solution is not going to be a great solution. So you're going to have to come up with a secondary plan. I'm going to do your outcome now, Scorpio. Okay, good. All right, so the Page of Wands reverse in your outcome position assures a party, beer drinking, celebrating. This is talking about in, let's see, this is the 19th of this weekend, about next weekend. So whatever happens, whatever you are throwing together, there will be a reason to celebrate. This is the sort of celebration that would be post-game. Something that doesn't take a lot of formalities. A lot of people gathered around congratulating, patting people on the back. So something in your life is worth celebrating, and this, even though you're going to be encountering all sorts of things, and your fallout might be a bad stomach, so make sure you have Tums on hand. And I see sort of an empty nest situation going on. So when it all is said and done, this couple should be going on their way. Perhaps one of them is a student, or there's another reason that there's this sort of report-making pressure in your life. This could be a portfolio on your part. All right, so that there will be celebration. You're going to begin right off the bat with a rejection. Okay, that's your first. Out of 3 steps, your first step is going to be rejection. So the first solution that you are going to have news about is a buzzer or a turn down. Perhaps this is the one job that you did have all your hopes on. This is going to be the solution that isn't going to be your solution right now. This cure-all or solution is going to be bad news for you. Thumbs down. Alright, so you're going to have to come up with another plan, because your first step in all this merrymaking that's coming up is a feeling of rejection. So your second one coming up is the Emperor up. So what's going to happen is either you're going to recharge yourself and redefine yourself because of this one factor of rejection. This can be a parental kind of rejection. Perhaps someone you looked up to. Perhaps it is this grandparent figure. Someone you looked up to might discourage you. So what you have to do is hurdle this discouragement and pull yourself out of there. Whatever is making you not able to make your first steps, you're going to have to overcome. This Emperor in this position talks about a great deal of strength, and perhaps another person of authority is going to believe in what you're trying to do. And your outcome, the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Coins up, is talking about how all this is going to come together and create good health. 8 of Coins up is good health and balance and ability to add things to the family tree or take care of. We're talking about, this could be an event such as, if you're Catholic, a christening. This can be a bar mitzvah of some kind. This can be something that is marked on your family tree as a tremendous addition, chapter. So this is talking about in this future for a really long time, say June 12th into June 20th. This is going to be family success. So you are quite driven, Scorpio, with your own particular power is under you, okay? And you have a great deal of positiveness. There's nobody trying to undermine you. Even though your partner is going to poop out a little bit, decline, your partner, whoever that is. When I say your partner might decline, but it could be because they have to take care of their own body at this time. That might be what they are. There's no one trying to undermine you or sabotage you. So it's a good time to go forward. The only thing that might be in your way might be mechanical. All right, vehicle-wise. All right. So make sure you have the law on your side when you're taking care of those who need protection. You might have to have a roof inspection or something of that sort, something of that size. This is not a time that you'll be able to sit down, but you will gain momentum, and you have a tremendous outcome, promising a lot of picture drinks at the gazebo or on the front porch. We're talking like tiki lamps or porch lights, this kind of celebration. Very nice, something to look forward to. I am really sorry that you're going to have to go through a small stage of rejection first, but know that that is just temporary. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to take a small break, and then I will come back with a love spread for the Scorpios out there. Hello Scorpio, I'm back. I'm Christine. Today is April the 19th, 2020. This reading is specifically for the Scorpio lovers out there. Whether you have not worked up the nerve to talk to the one you're interested in, or you are having interesting conversations, the one that you're interested in. This could also talk about your partner that you've had for a really, really long time and where their mindset is. That might be helpful in how you direct your conversation, Scorpio. The cards were already shuffled. I've already taken up the board that was on here previously. So, we want to do strange shapes, Scorpio. And that's okay. Alright, so right away, Scorpio is having an appetite. Alright, so this is the Scorpio card. It's the Death card, number 13. It signifies Scorpio in and of itself. And it is placed in your base department. That is the waist down, your feet, your running ability, your moving ability. It's also talking about a higher appetite, perhaps the reason that you would be initiating a relationship. It's very reluctant to give me a neutral opinion. Alright, Six of Hearts reversed. Talking about your chest and heart issue. Six of Hearts reversed means you're panicking. That means this energy that is put upon you, whether that is intentional from your other party or just naturally coming from you, is not a good calm way to be. Scorpio, you are under strain of panicking right now. So you need to calm down. Calm down. If the other party is intentionally making you jealous, then you need to quit that. That is not a healthy relationship to perceive. If this is things going on in your life that are way too panicked and happening too fast, this is not a good time to engage in relationship conversations or relationships. This is the sort of panic that disturbs your sleep and your breathing pattern. So Scorpio, even though you might be having an appetite, it might be because you are pent up inside and not doing as many sports as you are accustomed to be doing. Page of Wands talks about your clear and sane mind. So Scorpio, you do have that going for you. So you might be doing a lot of activities or thinking about things. If you're worried about if you are losing your mind, this card assures you are not losing your mind. You are thinking rather clearly at this time, even though you have self-doubts that might keep you awake at night. You might have panics that are going on, as far as someone might be trying to make you get your goat or make you nervous. If you think someone is trying to gaslight you, this card assures you that you do have it right. You do have your recollection right. So this is a good assurance for your mind. Your partner, Nine of Hearts reversed. Your partner, from the waist down and their feet area, they're extremely uncomfortable. Not only that, they don't even consider themselves in a couple right now. So it looks like you might be hitting a wall. Your partner is not considering being in this couple nest at all, which is one reason why there would be reluctancy in the center here. The cards are, look how tight they're so tight they don't even want to tell you. Okay, so your partner is not considering, there might be just too many things going on per survival because of this virus around the globe right now. There might be too many things regarding survival and where their favorite foods, they can't go out, their favorite places they can't go to. So they are highly uncomfortable right now, and they're not looking for companionship. Even if this is your companion, just let them have their space. Let them have their space right now. Your best bet is to consider them a friend in your own space, your dwelling. If you must live with this person, consider them on a friend basis only, and don't be pushing yourself so much. You might have insomnia yourself. This person is highly uncomfortable right now. And the Justice card reversed. The Justice card reversed means that they are being asked too many questions and they feel excluded in your world. Perhaps you have come upon a hobby, or you're striking upon a hobby. They don't feel like they can compete with you. This is their heart and chest area. So they are considering themselves separate from you. You might be grilling them too much. You might be asking them too many questions. You might be appearing to be jealous. But this person is not going to respond to that energy. This person, their head area, the Chariot, talks about strength and power. Perhaps your partner is a Cancer. If your partner is a Cancer, then they are in their zone. Then this is they're using this time to benefit their own future. I would suggest you use your intellect to support this, because if your partner or your friendship, your friend has really good ideas that they're going to go ahead and go forward with like a tank, you might be able to get on board with that and listen to what they have to say. They are not interested in intimacy right now. And what do the cards say? Alright, so 8 of Swords in the mind department. 8 of Swords reversed talks about a lot of yelling. Alright, so this is your girlfriend or your boyfriend. This is a lot of tension and possibly abusive yelling, name calling. Uh-oh, Scorpio, so don't do that. Okay, so Scorpio, realize that your mate, or the one you're attracted to, is in their zone and very, very strong right now. So you need to be supportive. The Knight of Wands reversed talks about lack of passion at this time. That's something I already talked about. And the Queen of Hearts reversed. Uh-oh. Okay, so Scorpio, you own, see the Queen of Cups? Scorpio, you own the Queen of Hearts. Sweetheartness. And it is reversed right now. Sweetheartness is no right now. Okay? So, even though you are identifying yourself intimately on your body, you are strong right now, intimately in your body. Your partner does not want this intimacy. So this is saying no to the novio. No to the novio, no to the boyfriend, no to the girlfriend. This is reversed. So that is why the guides are confining. They're sorry to tell you, this is when they're reluctant to say anything. They want to tighten up like this. So all your discourse, mind-to-mind discourse, is name-calling and undermining and a little bit abusive right now. This is lack of passion. Alright? And this is lack of sweetheart. So what you have to do is wait 9 or 10 days. Come on. Wait, Scorpio. You're going to have to wait this one out. You're not getting along with your intended lover right now. You're going to have to wait 9 or 10 days. So today is April 19th. So, around May Day. May Day might be good for you. May 1, May 3, May 4, Cinco de Mayo's coming up. So things will be relaxed. Try to work on your sleep. Okay? Try to listen to your partner because they're feeling excluded right now. And even though they might seem to have a crazy scheme, they're going to go ahead and go with the scheme. So you have a lot of intellect that you can put behind them right now. You have a lot of intellect that you can be sounding board right now. So both of you need to be refraining from this fighting. Okay? So look forward to early May right now, Scorpio. Thank you for visiting, Christine. Until next time, thank you for visiting. Good night.